Hello everyone, it's Adonis Turner for Adonis Power and Conditioning. I have a quick video for you guys. First off, open gym, 12 to 2 p.m. free to everyone. I encourage you to come work out, meet me, sign in, enjoy yourself. Ask me questions that you thought you may have not known about working out or whatever. However you want to use that time here is completely up to you. Also, from now on, $26 for the t-shirts. It has the pre-order phase for the t-shirts has now concluded. We have sold around 40 shirts to date, which I'm extremely happy about. Within that $26 price, there will be 2 weeks of online coaching included. So if you already bought t-shirts at the $26 price, that means online coaching will only cost $7 for you. So it really depends on if you need it or not. So for 2 weeks of online coaching, you basically will handle everything through email or texting, email and whatever you is best for you, as far as like meeting once a week on phone or in an email or Facebook. However you communicate best is how we handle it. And then after that, you tell me the exercises you have done and what you like to do in the long term, because I'm not super interested in your short-term goals. If you tell me your 1 year goal, I can reduce it from 1, 2, and 3 month progression so we can get to that long-term goal. So that way we can handle things objectively and systematically over time to minimize frustration and maximize success. So 2 weeks of online coaching, they're normally $10 a workout, and typically they can range from 1 to 3 months depending on the package. So I encourage you guys, if you never had a trainer, this is probably the cheapest, most inexpensive route you could do. It's more affordable per session as opposed to in-person coaching that is on average of $55 a session, and it's on average $50 here. And then for online coaching, it's around $7.50 per workout. So you can maximize how many workouts you get out of me and also minimize the cost as well. And then also I can handle things within 24 hours. If you ask me a question, I can give you a response, and usually much sooner than that as well, because I'm always on my phone and always emailing, checking emails. So I'd like to do this more often. I'm looking for more weight loss clients that maybe can't afford the in-person coaching, that way they can maximize their progress over time. So that's pretty much it, guys, before this becomes longer than I want it to be. If you want 2 weeks of online coaching for a discount and you don't necessarily want a t-shirt, just email me at the email below, rebirthfitness92@gmail.com. And if you want to come to the open gym, 12 to 2 p.m., 12 to 2 p.m. Did I mention it's 12 to 2 p.m.? Thanks for watching, guys. You have a good one. Peace! All right, guys, the second part of this video is going to go over the hierarchy of priorities in terms of hitting your nutritional side of your health and wellness goals. So let's get into it. First things first is calories. If you don't know your calorie intake, typically for people I know, is everyone's trying to lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight, you need to be under calorie intake. If I ask you what that is and you can't give me an answer, you really have no idea what you're actually doing each and every day. And you will start labeling foods as healthy and unhealthy when you really just need to be having a number associated with those foods. So know your calorie intake. That way you know if you're trying to gain muscle, you need to be slightly above it relative to the macronutrients. And also if you're losing weight, you want to be slightly below it depending on the pace you want to do it. And I always say aim for a pound a week. I'm not going to go over in this video how to reverse a bad metabolism, but in general, for people to lose a pound a week, you need to be 500 calories under your maintenance. So next thing is macronutrients. You want to have carbs, fats, and protein. So everyone usually does the protein, and usually people overdo the protein. Typically amongst the bodybuilder community, people eat like 2 grams per pound of body weight, which means you're going to get a lot of calories, and most people don't have the metabolism for it. So the bottom line is, based off of my research, if you get anywhere from 0.5 to 0.8 in association with having calories above your maintenance, you're going to gain muscle. So for instance, I'm about 236. 0.5 of that, which is half of that, would be around 118. So for me to gain muscle, I just need to be above my calorie maintenance and get 118 grams of protein. With my metabolism, that's actually very, very easy. And if you're a lighter weight, you can do the exact same thing. You don't have to eat as much protein as me, but you have to eat the same relative to your body weight. So same thing here, and it's typical amongst people who are dieting. They really like to eliminate the carbs, and I'm not really sure why, but the concept in eliminating carbs, the only reason people get progress off of that, which is never long-term in my estimation, and people who I've spoken to, it's usually they lose 15 pounds in 3 weeks and then it just dies and they gain it all back. Now, unless you plan on eating no carbs for the rest of your life, you have to do a diet that you're going to do for the rest of your life. It doesn't make sense to have an end goal or a goal that like I have arrived, which there is no I have arrived in fitness. There's long-term goals and short-term goals, and then you gotta make another one to keep going, just like you do in real life. So before I start ranting, you want to not eliminate any macronutrient because you really don't have a reason to. And again, unless you, whatever diet you go with, you want to go for the rest of your life, because this is not a short-term process. Typically, people need to lose 50 pounds or more, so you're not going to do that tomorrow, so you might as well do something that you can enjoy. You want to minimize the suffering and starvation as much as possible through your weight loss journey, because I've dropped 30 pounds in 3 months, and not a single day can I say like I was starving each and every day, and that's because I didn't sacrifice carbs, proteins, or fats. I just decreased the calories slightly, which allowed me to lose weight at a steady rate. So you guys should do the same. Meal timing. Now, meal timing I'm not super stressful about because everyone has different work schedules, so you kind of just have to eat around that. But in general, in an ideal situation, you'd want to get a good amount of carbs before you work out and also replenish after that. So the majority of your eating should be pre and post workout, because you're getting ready for the workout and you're trying to replenish what you lost to keep it simple. But I know it doesn't really work for everyone, and typically this is neglected anyway, because if you have a 9 to 5, you may have eaten at lunch and you're going to work out right after you get off work, which means you haven't eaten in probably 5 hours. But again, as far as hierarchy of priorities, as long as you're hitting these are just a bonus, really. You can achieve your goals with only hitting these two. So I wouldn't really stress these so much, but these are some things to think about. Like if you feel a little bit lethargic before you work out, you maybe get some carbs in, maybe get 300 calories of fruit. If 300 calories of fruit is a lot to you, then you can get a little bit less fruit, maybe 2 apples or something like that, to give you some energy and to give you some natural sugars to boost you in the workout. So, and meal frequency, this is the last thing on my list today, and this can go down and down, but as far as things that I value, and I value for my clients, and results have been induced from my clients, this is last, and here's what I mean by meal frequency. A lot of people think that you need to eat 6 to 8 meals a day that are like 100 calories each to increase your metabolism. That's not true, and without getting into details about that, you want to eat probably anywhere from 3 to 5 meals, and that really depends on your calorie maintenance. Now, if your calorie maintenance is 1,500, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to really get like 250 calories 6 times a day. You'd probably want to do something 3 meals, 500 calories a day, but that's really relative to your lifestyle. Some people can't really eat a lot of breakfast, and so on and so forth. So you just have to make sure that the point of this, you don't want to have like 1 or 2 very large meals. You want to have at least 3 regardless of where you're at. So what I typically do, because I'm at a deficit, but I'm eating 3,000 calories a day, I split that up between about 4 and 5 meals, because most people don't have the legit time of doing 8 small meals per day, and there's really no research to prove that that's superior to 4 or 6 meals. So long story short, meal frequency, that is last on the list. You don't want to eat 1 big meal a day, and you really don't want to eat so frequently that it's unsustainable. You want to do things that are going to last for the long haul, because this isn't a 1 week or 2 week or even 1 year process. This is life. This is until you die, essentially. I hate to be so dramatic about it, But you want to be as healthy as possible for the things you want in life. A lot of people have children, a lot of people want to have quality of life, a lot of people want to reverse a generational thing that has happened as far as like diabetes or high cholesterol or obesity, whatever runs in your family. You have to be the beginning of something new, and you have to do something different than what you've already done to get there. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions about what I just discussed as far as the hierarchy of priorities in terms of achieving your goals, please let me know, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe and like my page, and see you next time. Peace.